holding on really well. He has a web on him, but it looks like now he's been able to avoid most of the damage from this Vargur. He's pulled enough range that it's going to be a lot harder to apply as much damage to him.
Yeah, the Varga is not a fast ship
He's
by any
pulling
stretch of
back
the
a lot of
imagination.
armor. Yeah, he's holding on quite well. And now, of course, this frigate
I
wing
mean,
for
the Varga hasn't moved since the start of the match. I'm trying to look at him to see if he's already popped Bastion.
Yep, that Vargur is in Bastion. You can see
Yeah,
the armor plates on the fins there. He is staying still. It means he's immune to Ewar. It means that he has greater. Wow, the rattlesnake dropped into armor so quickly.
whoa!
That flagship rattlesnake just collapsed there. I have no idea what happened. Maybe they just didn't turn on the ASBs
Fielding
on him.
Fielding a
Wow.
flagship without Logi on field, that is what I call brave, right?
He's in structure now.
The
He's
Oneros
pulling
is
back a
going
little
at the
shield.
same time.
Oh, the
Oh, the
Oneros
Oneros
is
are
down,
faster.
but if
They
that
needed
rattlesnake
that.
goes down, though, then that's a huge amount of the DPS from the affirmative team and what should be very durable DPS. There it goes. That is a flagship. You just saw an extremely expensive explosion. We'll find out from the kill mails how expensive.
That and Neros would have given the affirmative team so much hope to then lose the rattlesnake. Like they just kind of stood up in excitement, then got smacked back down. The heretic now of Rainbow Ray starting to take a lot of damage. They're clearing some of the heavier anti-support, trying to save those funnel worms. But Zach already just bursting through armor down. Looks like he's going to pop soon. Rainbow Ray holding on in 2% structure or whatever that is. There he goes.
And there he finally goes. It definitely is the smart move for affirmative to clear those. But now that Vargur is dropping so quickly too. I'm amazed. You know what? It has to be that the newts are just preventing them from keeping the hardeners active.
That flagship Geddon with a full rack of faction newts, man, like that is hell for a Vargur to fly.
Wow.
Another heretic goes down, but that Vargur, whoa, he is going down soon.
Vargur he's pulling back these gigantic chunks of shield. You're seeing the shields shoot right up as his ASB goes off, but between each cycle he's still losing armor. It's only a matter of time. These Eoses and the damage from the Armageddon are right on top of him, and very crucially, there's a lot of newts. Not only does the Armageddon have newts, but the Eoses also have newts. I have to wonder if the leaked fits that were put up on the forums from Affirmative might have actually given the Pasta guys clues on what to fit, because this is the kind of setup, bringing a flagship Geddon there as the Vargur goes down, a flagship Geddon, and newt high Eoses. That's a combo that you bring if you know your opponent's going to be bringing Marauders.
Yeah, I think they realized as their Vargur started being in trouble that, oh wait, that Geddon's going to destroy us. They stopped killing the heretics, went onto the Armageddon, but at that point, just too little too late.
Yes, I mean, the Geddon is sitting pretty in like 70% armor, and at this point, there's not a lot that can threaten him. There's the Vexor Navy issues in Vexors, but it's just, they're going to go down very quickly. Once these Eoses get anywhere close to them, the Armageddon, of course, as a flagship, can combine the bonus that it has to very long-range neutralizing with faction or officer newts to give it even longer range, so it can newt people at huge ranges, as we see one of these Vexors already down.
Yeah, next we are Venai down, the Worm of Sebastian taking a bunch of damage. Super strong showing here from Pasta. Really well done, really well flown. They had a fantastic plan to beat the enemy team, and they went through with it from the get-go. Affirmative, sadly, looked as if they kind of weren't making the decisions they needed to make.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely looks like the hard counter setup brought by Pasta was designed to beat this kind of setup, to be something that's going to be bringing a strong tanking Marauder, especially. All of these newts, and it did a great job. This is some very clever setup choosing by Pasta. They knew the kind of setups that their opponents liked to design, and they decided to bring something that went all in against that.
Yeah, it's a very beautifully designed setup. Again, we're seeing this strong drone meta from the EOS, but done in an entirely different way than we've seen before thus far in the past few matches, with the Heretics with the huge amount of anti-support instead of the Vexors and Vexor Navies we saw earlier coming in to just be more and more DPS.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of bouncer drones on the field that are just kind of sitting there abandoned from the affirmative team, but the Praetors of Pasta are just shredding these ships they're running into. It takes them a while to get on top of the Vexors because these are fairly slow drones, but yeah, now the match has completed. A very, very strong showing by Pasta. They are going to be moving on to the winner's bracket, and Affirmative will be dropping into sudden death. And we will see you guys back in just a few minutes for Choke Point versus Quebec United Legions. So come back after some ads, and we'll see you then.
See you in a few minutes.
You want to stay up to date on the market? You spend most of your time blowing stuff up, but you want to know why clicks are so damn high? Then watch EVE Talk, your weekly look at the market in EVE Online. EVE Talk with me, the Lone Wolf, every Saturday, only on YouTube.
Test have sort of a poisonous leadership. Poisonous leadership. Poisonous leadership. Poisonous leadership. Poisonous leadership.
Hello and welcome back, everyone. Sorry for the slight delay there. This is CCB Fozzie, joined once again by Pothny, and
Hello.
we've got another really great match for you coming up with yet another flagship. And this is a very unique flagship. Quebec United Legions have brought the one, the only Flagfoon in this entire tournament.
Flagfoon, I love that name. And we have like an insane setup from both sides that I don't think we're going to see these two types of teams fight each other ever again. We have a Tech 1 Logi in the Foon team, supported by Caracals. Then we've got Scanning Ship Supremacy in the Imicus and Heron. Then we've got Kaldari Master Race for the Choke Point team. And we got Triple Rattlesnake, Simi, we got some Werns, we got some Harpies, we got some Merlins, and a Gila.
All right, so the match has now begun. These Typhoons are cruise fit, so they're going to be trying to kite out to long ranges, get far away from these rattlesnakes, stay out of the range of their drones. That's not going to be too impossible, I think, but we'll have to see. Like it is Wardens and Bouncers drop, so it looks like Quebec United Legion is wise to the kiting strategy. They've brought long-range drones.
Absolutely. So it's very strange ranges here. We've immediately got the MJDing Rattlesnakes on top of the team of Quebec United Legions. That first Rattlesnake is taking a lot of damage. The Simi needs to get in rep range and start wrapping it up. SGX getting to low shields, but it looks like he's starting to do okay. The Typhoon of the Corrupted taking damage as well, but the Crow of Mansera and the Harpy. Ooh, the Crow of Mansera goes down.
Yes, a Crow, however, not going to be that big of a loss for them. It's that Foon that they need to keep alive, and he is tanking really, really well. The Rattlesnake for Sergeant Saint is into armor now. He is going down. He's pulling back a bit, but this initial jump in with the micro jump drive is a daring strategy, but it's looking like it's not working out yet for the Quebec United Legion.
Sorry, for the armor. Starting to get a few reps on it, but it's just not enough. Another frigate goes down for the Quebec team, but they need that Rattlesnake. You can lose all the frigates you want, but if you lose a battleship, that is a big critical chunk of your DPS going down.
Yes, Quebec United Legion's Typhoons are just pulling right away from these rattlesnakes. They've taken a lot of fire, but they managed to get range, and there goes the Rattlesnake.
Rattlesnake goes down, shortly followed by the Corrupted in a Typhoon, though. It is not the flagship Typhoon, but if they can get that battleship down, that will even the tides quite nicely. The Caracal as well of Francis taking a lot of damage. Damps going on across the field with these Bouncers doing insane damage.
So very importantly, all these Typhoons are huddled around one of the there's Corrupted goes down. They're huddled around a micro jump unit. So they are at a place where if they're not scrambled, they can at any point launch themselves 100 kilometers away. So we're going to see if they try to take that to their advantage. Stigris's Typhoon, again, not the flagship. This is the remaining non-flagship one, is taking a lot of shield damage, but he is sitting right beside that micro jump drive.
Yeah, fire across Quebec seems pretty split. They've got both their Caracals and the Typhoon taking damage. It'd probably be better for Choke Point to kind of choose a primary and stick to it, so they can actually get those things down. Looks like reps are holding nice from the Cine, but that Scythe just doesn't seem to be able to keep up with the DPS of the other team. Tech 1 Logi, not really all that much repping power.
Yeah, these Foons do have local boosters as well, so they've got the local shield boosters on top of the Scythe repping, but it's not enough. We are seeing Stigris is continuing to drop down. He's pulling back a bit of shields, then getting chunks and chunks of his armor taken out. Again, though, he doesn't appear to be scrambled at this point, so you have to wonder if he's going to, at some point very soon, use this micro jump unit to get himself away. He's slowly moving away from it.
Match amazingly even still. Equal number of ships, well, until this Typhoon goes down. The Scythe of Quebec Legion's finally taking a lot of damage. We'll see how
Kalisa dropping fast. Kalisa and the Rattlesnake.
Kalisa, the second Rattlesnake.
These Rattlesnakes are going down much faster than I've been expecting them to. Absolutely. I mean, they're taking EM missile damage from the cruise missile Foons. There goes one of the Foons, though. Hopefully that for Kalisa, maybe that can keep him alive longer, but he's dropping through armor.
There's only one big Foon.
Kalisa is micro jumping. Kalisa is currently activating
here
the
we go,
jump drive. He's
here
going to try to launch himself right on top of Harold in the remaining Foon, the flagship. He's launching himself right on top of the flagship, and he launched himself out of the arena and was destroyed due to a boundary violation. Wow, we saw a Rattlesnake jump himself, and a second one now. A second Rattlesnake also jumping himself out of the arena, and that is all of the Choke Point remaining Rattlesnakes just simultaneously killed themselves by jumping out of the arena.
The fight's still amazingly close. I mean, if we look at it, Choke Point, they still get their Logi alive.